Gentlemen, I need your full attention, because what I'm about to share is not only important, it may challenge much of what you've been told about aging, energy, and the silent biological changes inside your body. If you're over 55, 60, or even 70, have tried eating healthy, using better oils, but still feel like something's not quite right, especially in the morning, if your energy is low, your reaction time is slow, or your strength isn't what it used to be, it's time for a frank, evidence-based conversation. Before we dive in, I encourage you to subscribe to the Wellness Roots Journey channel. My mission is to restore confidence and understanding of the science behind true vascular resilience. Hit the like button and leave a comment, I'd really appreciate it. I want to ask you an important question that I often ask many of my clients. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly alive? Not just mentally prepared for the day, but biologically activated. I'm referring to the natural, effortless morning cues that you may have taken for granted for decades. That signal isn't just about intimacy, it's an important physiological indicator of healthy blood flow, responsive vascular function, and optimal communication between your hormones and nervous system. It's one of the earliest signs that your circulatory system is working in harmony. But for many people, especially after middle age, this signal begins to fade, silently, gently, often unnoticed until one morning, it's simply not there anymore. We tell ourselves it's probably just stress, or lack of sleep. But deep down, you sense a biological shift. Intimacy shifts from a source of pleasure to a source of uncertainty, not because of lack of motivation, but because your body hesitates. This is where the biggest misunderstanding comes in. The first visible effects of aging in men don't start with muscle or even testosterone. It starts at the level of blood flow. Specifically, in the microvasculature, the smallest arteries responsible for transporting oxygen throughout your body. You can't feel it happening, but deep inside, the highways that carry blood and nutrients gradually lose their flexibility. We call this endothelial dysfunction, and it's a clinical sign of vascular aging. The result? Performance begins to decline long before desire disappears. That's perhaps the cruelest part. It leaves many men feeling emotionally damaged because the urge is still there, but the body is no longer listening. But here's the good news, science has confirmed that blood flow is one of the most adaptable systems in the male body. Your arteries, given the right signals and nutrients, can regain flexibility and function, even after you're 70. To do that, you need to understand what's really going on. Let's start with a surprising fact for most of the men I counsel: your ability to perform physically, sexually, and energetically depends on more than just testosterone. Yes, testosterone plays a role in libido, but daily performance, endurance, reaction time, and recovery are all controlled by vascular tone and nitric oxide, NO, bioavailability. Your circulatory system is controlled by the endothelium, a fragile layer that lines the inside of your blood vessels. When you're young, this lining is flexible, arteries dilate quickly, and signals are fired immediately. But after years of stress, blood sugar spikes, and oxidative damage, the endothelium becomes stiff, unresponsive, and eventually dysfunctional. At this point, even a great diet and ideal testosterone levels may not help. Why? Because if your arteries can't open up, if nitric oxide signaling is impaired, then cellular performance can't happen. No signal, no response. That's why it's important to look at this as a circulation problem, rooted in physiology. Now, let's address a major point of confusion: olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is indeed a healthy superfood, rich in antioxidants and promoting long-term vascular health. But here's the tricky part: olive oil nourishes and protects arteries over time, but it doesn't stimulate nitric oxide production or rapidly improve endothelial function on its own, especially in older men. This leads to frustration. Many men say, "I eat clean, my cholesterol is better, but I still don't feel better or more alive." That's because olive oil supports vascular health, but it doesn't trigger the vascular response needed to wake up circulation. The microvessels need to be activated. And that's where the missing ingredient comes in, an often overlooked compound: vinegar. This isn't pseudoscience. We now have growing evidence from numerous peer-reviewed studies that vinegar, particularly apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar, may play a functional role in supporting vascular reactivity. The key lies in its main active compound, acetic acid. Acetic acid supports your cardiovascular system in 5 key ways that have been clinically documented. It helps activate the nitric oxide pathway, which encourages blood vessels to dilate. It reduces post-meal glucose spikes, which are closely linked to endothelial damage. It promotes a healthy gut microbiome and aids in reducing visceral belly fat. In short, it improves overall circulation by making your arteries more responsive over time. This is where the synergy becomes powerful. Vinegar provides the trigger, the spark, while olive oil provides the support and shield. Together, these two ancient natural ingredients form a combination that supports NO production, protects the delicate endothelium, and facilitates smoother nutrient transport. NCTA. To do this, start with vinegar 10 to 15 minutes before your largest meal. Stir 1 to 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar into water and sip slowly. Then, incorporate olive oil and vinegar into your meals at least once a day. The vitality isn't lost, it's just dormant, waiting for your blood vessels to respond. Let Wellness Roots Journey be your trusted voice. If you're ready to take back control, comment, "I'm ready," below, subscribe for more science tools, and share this video with a friend or brother. Thank you.